Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective for today. Today is Wednesday, January 28th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Vintage Christmas Oracle by Hattie Thorne. You can find this at hattiethorne.com. You can also find it in her Etsy shop. I have not seen the kitties all day. I put out food for them. Hopefully they find it. One on the table. Two on the table. Three on the table. Let's do two more shuffles. It was nice and sunny. A lot of the roads and the driveways, the ice and snow melted, so that's a good thing. Last shuffle. That's interesting. We got 4 on the table. We've got acorn, cupcake, owl, and bottom of the deck, stacking. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. We talked about this before with the end of 2025 coming into 2026. Every time you start a new year, which, I mean, I don't really believe that we start the year in January. However, people do look at it that way. So I'm sure there are some where their cycle ends at the end of last year and it begins at the beginning of the year, even though technically the beginning of a new year should not be until April. So it's like somebody starting a new cycle, somebody coming into something new. With this cupcake, it's like somebody, I wouldn't, because I don't want to put that out there. I don't want people to think like, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire. No. On the cupcake card, Hattie Thorne wrote, luxurious lifestyle treats and pleasures. Here's the thing. I feel like somebody's coming into something new, somebody's starting something new, and it's really just going to lead them to be a little more comfortable, if that makes sense. Like if you get a raise and you end up making an extra $200 a month. Some people would say like $200 a month, that's nothing. Okay, but $200 a month is, getting your nails done, getting your hair done, getting better groceries, but being able to buy better food like fresh fruits and vegetables, for like the whole month and not just for like a week. If you have a pet, being able to take your pet to the vet. I mean, $200 can come in handy, So to say that that's not worth it or that's nothing, I don't look at it like that. So whatever this new start is, whatever's coming in that's new, whatever's going to push somebody like to the next level, it's just going to allow them to be a little bit more comfortable, I would say. Like you don't necessarily have to scramble for money every week, And I would just say this, I know it's really, really difficult. I know people can barely pay bills. Some people are living in their cars. I get it. But if you have a relatively stable lifestyle, you have a relatively stable job, I highly recommend keeping a couple $1,000 extra in your account. And if not in your account, you want to keep it in cash underneath your mattress, then do that. I just highly recommend that, for just in case. I, me personally, I get paid every week. Okay. And I have a budget. Like, like I know what my mortgage is, my association is. I have a second loan because I combined all my debt from, um, like all the money I put into my condo debt, and then like taking classes, stuff like that. Rolled it all into one thing. So I know how much that is. I know how much money I have for food every week. I actually technically make a pretty good amount of money. Like, I don't really technically need to worry week to week. The only thing is like I know, like me personally, I just try to keep it in within a certain amount for groceries, a certain amount for the cats, that kind of thing. Um, I know how much, like I'm going to spend on gas. I still have gas cards from Christmas that my dad got me. So I think I still have like $65 worth of free gas. So I don't really have to worry about that for probably like another month and a half. But I typically know like $125, $150 on groceries, cat food, litter, that kind of stuff. And that's it. And occasionally I'll eat out, but I'd rather save eat out money for like clothes or going out with a friend, or like a dinner out with a friend, or with the ex-husband and his mom or something. Like, I would like to have a little extra money to do fun stuff. I would rather do fun stuff with someone else than just sit at home and, have some Chinese. Not that I haven't done that before, because I have, but I'm just saying, I just highly recommend having a cushion in there, because then you don't, like, I don't really have to worry about going out and spending the $150 on groceries, because if they just took out my association payment and I spent $150 on groceries, technically I only have like $300-ish from my paycheck left, but I don't really have to worry about it because I still have that cushion in there. And I like to keep it that way. But that's what I'm saying, is somebody's going to be comfortable enough, like they're not really going to have to worry about the nickel and dime. They're not really going to have to worry about, can I spend an extra dollar on avocados this week? You know what I mean? Like, can I get fresh broccoli instead of frozen? With the L card, I just think whoever this is someone that this is, and it's not, it's so Hattie Thorne wrote on there, intuition, knowledge, and guidance. It's not that somebody's like knowledgeable, like about current events, history, math, science. It's like somebody's knowledgeable about themselves. Like, they know enough about themselves to know, like, am I a procrastinator? Will I do this on time? Will I get to the next level? Am I going to start this new cycle and follow through with it? Can I put extra money in the bank and save it? Am I going to spend too much money this month? Like, somebody knows themselves well enough to know, like, how to balance themselves out. And I've said this before. It's a perfect example. I've said this before to you guys. If you follow, if you subscribe, I go through periods where I spend money like it's water. Like, I literally go through periods where I spend money like it's water. I mean, I did at Christmas. I'm not gonna lie. I did at Christmas. I bought people gifts that I don't usually buy gifts for. Um, and then I go through periods where I save and I save and I save and I save. And I think part of it is mental health. I think part of it is like a little bit of bipolar, a little bit of depression, right? Because typically when you're bipolar, manic depressive, you have those kind of traits where you typically you spend more money than you save money usually. But I think when you're knowledgeable and you're self-aware, like, I have a family member that is manic depressive, that is, you know what I mean? Like, bipolar, manic depressive. So I watched them growing up my whole life. And yes, I might be the same, but I know how to deal with it better, because I watched that person growing up and I was like, I am not going to become that. Like, I'm not going to become that. Bound and determined not to become that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just as an example, like I go through periods where I spend like crazy, and then I go through periods where I save. And it's because I always know, like, when I hit my limit, like, okay, I hit my limit. Okay. Like, that's it. Like, I can't spend any more money. Like, I can only buy the things I need. Like, and then like 6 months later, I'm like, wow, look at this. I got an extra $3,000 in the bank. What am I going to do with this? And I'm not talking my little stash. I'm talking like then I would have even more. You know what I mean? It's just how I work. Somebody also might defer a lot to their angels, their ancestors, their dearly departed loved ones, God, Jesus, if you believe in that, right? I do. I do. And I do so by signs and synchronicities, messages, because I get messages about myself, right? I watch a I watch I watch my fair share of tarot readings, oracle readings for Gemini because I'm a Gemini, Virgo because I'm a Virgo rising. And when we were going through Mercury retrograde, um, what was that, like December, like November, December? I can't remember. Um, I was resonating with all these Aries reads. I'm an Aries moon, so I think every time we go through Mercury retrograde, I have to watch the Aries readings because like I was resonating more with Aries than Gemini than Virgo. So, but I get signs from there. I get messages from other readers, Like when they say something and if it hits me, I'm like, that was for me. That was for me. And I'm talking about useful, important things. I'm not talking always about love. Love is great, but I'm not talking about love. Bottom of the deck, stacking. Something lost, returned, finding treasure. I think somebody's just finding themselves. I think somebody's finding a part of themselves like what they once were and maybe lost, right? I've talked to you guys about this too. This is just an example for you guys so you can see how it resonates for you. But um, when I married the ex-husband, I feel like I lost a part of myself. I changed myself a little bit. And I know it sounds stupid, but I used to wear rings on my hands, right? I mean, I do now, but I used to wear them before I got married. And when we got married, I wore my wedding band. And I didn't, sometimes I wore my engagement ring, but I usually didn't. I usually kept it away safe. But we had matching wooden wedding bands originally until they started to fall apart because they fall apart. Um, so I just put them in a box and kept them. But I think I gave him his, because I think I just have mine. Um, but yeah, I always wore my engagement ring or my wedding band, and I didn't wear anything else. I gave up the rings. And it was funny because that last year when we were separated, getting ready to get divorced, I went back to wearing the rings and I was just like, why did I ever stop? Like, why did I think I have to change myself in that relationship? I mean, I was the same person. I wasn't any different. Like, just because I went from being like a single woman to a wife, like, I didn't have to do that. And I think it was just mental, right? Like, I had this vision of, I'm going to use this as an example because I posted about it. Kitty from that 70s show. I posted a short on here. Um, yeah, it's like going from being a single woman, a girlfriend, to being somebody's wife and feeling like you have all these duties and responsibilities. But really, what changed from when him and I were just dating and living together, right? Like I could have just kept wearing my rings and the engage. You know what I mean? Like who it doesn't matter. It was all in my head. What I'm saying is somebody might be realizing like they lost something of themselves and they might be bringing it back into rotation. This would be like, okay, here's another perfect example. When I was at my heaviest, I stopped wearing jeans. For the longest time, I stopped wearing jeans. I always used to wear like cloth pants, and then the last couple of years I've been wearing like my workout pants at work because it's just easy. But when I started losing the weight, when I lost the 45 pounds last year, I went out and got a pair of jeans from Walmart for 20 bucks. And damn if those things aren't great. And then I had two pairs of jeggings, two pairs of jeggings that I had bought when I was still married to the ex-husband, that they were a 3X jegging that did not fit me. And I wore 3X. I was a big girl. Almost 350 pounds, probably. Somewhere between 325 and 350. They finally fit. Like, they finally fit. And they're 3X, which means they're not really a 3X, right? They're probably like an extra large, a 1X, somewhere around there. In US size, I should say. But anyway, yeah, like that was lost to me because they didn't fit, but now it returns to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, something's going to have something return to them. It could be a person. It could be a person. I'm not going to lie. I feel like it's something personal. I feel like it's like someone's something, if that makes sense. This would be like me finally finding my pink amethyst heart that I lost in my car. Because where did it go? I don't know. It literally fell off the little cubby of the dash, and I heard it like hit something, and I can't find it. Like, it should be like back seat, the floor, underneath the seat, the front seat. I can't find it, y'all. It has been probably like 3 months, and I cannot find that thing. It's ridiculous. And it didn't fall out of the car. I know it didn't fall out of the car because I had the doors closed and everything. It's not in the door. Yeah, I don't know where the heck it went. And then same thing, I lost my purple earbuds, my first original purple set of purple earbuds that I got off TikTok, where they slip over the ear because, I mean, I have all the piercings, so I need like the ones that slip over. I lost them. And I swear to God, the cats knocked them under something, but like they're not under the china hutch. They're not under any of the other, like I can't find them. Like, I don't know where they went. Like, they literally just disappeared in the kitchen. And that's probably been 2 to 3 months too, because they happen almost right after each other. And it's funny because one of my favorite readers is the one that told me, "Oh, you're gonna lose something. Oh, you're gonna lose something." And when she said I was gonna lose something and I lost the amethyst heart, I was heartbroken. When the ear things came, I was like, "Oh, for God's sakes!" Like, I was really hoping she like meant the heart, and it, you know what I mean? Like, it was the same thing but two different. She said it a third time, and I ended up losing my ring that said Lovey on it, which is my nickname, and I lost that at work. I will never find that. It's been like a month and a half, I think. But yeah, I ordered a replacement. Not as good a replacement, but I ordered a replacement and got it already. All right. I'm gonna leave it there. I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Wednesday. Just an FYI, I'm getting up early tomorrow. We're starting early tomorrow. I'm going to try to make sure I'm on for affirmations, but if for some reason I don't get affirmations done in the morning, y'all, you know why. Your girl got up late. I'm just gonna say. I got the text like a half an hour ago from the boss saying like, "Hey, can you come in early tomorrow?" And my friend texted me and said, "Hey, we're coming in early tomorrow." And I was like, "For what? We're not even busy." All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.